and good morning, afternoon, or night, my beautiful darlings. Today, I wanted to do this little podcast. It would be one of a thousand or many that I'll be doing, either with me or my siblings. Today, I'm just alone, I'm not doing anything. But today, I wanted to give you more into me. As you guys know, I am the eldest of the bunch. And for part half of my life, I am 20 years old. And recently, I'm just gonna tell you mainly my life. Growing up in a household where it wasn't always perfect. I was the raised by both my parents and my grandmother, which she's my star, my idol, my everything. And I miss her every time when I think of her. We don't get to see her a lot anymore, and it breaks my heart sometimes, knowing that I just get to hear her voice when she calls. But yeah. But with furthermore, more about me. My childhood wasn't that great. Uh, I was born into a house with 8 siblings. Yes, you guys heard right, 8. And it wasn't that tough. Well, it was because many of my clothes were hands down, passed, or found. And I'm not ashamed to say that I grew up in a small place where we were given food. But I'm not ashamed to say that most of my childhood was not fair share easy because growing up in a house where you don't get the kind of respect you want in a Morse household where your siblings get the more adult figure of responsibilities than you get, and you're the type of grown up that you want your parents to see. But I'm just working on me. And through elementary, it was easy. I mean, I got picked on, but I had amazing friends. They were just the perfect bunch. And in middle school, it was half 50-50. I didn't get picked on as much, but I didn't shown off who I truly was. The only part in middle school that I got to be shown off was theater. I loved it so much. It was my spot to be me. I get to be somebody else for a change, and most of all, it was perfect. I didn't truly knew who I was until I found theater in middle school. And when I got in the audition into a play and I got the spotlight turned on to me, it was just perfect. I knew that moment I wanted it to last forever. But in a couple of months before I turned into the 8th grade, my parents moved. We they made us move. I didn't want to move at all because I loved the middle school, and it was heartbreaking because nobody knew where we were going. And I didn't get to say goodbye to anybody because by the day moment that happened, we didn't even know we were moving. My parents didn't told us anything, and we just hijacked and left to a stupid little purple house that it was so disgusting. I mean, it was like a nice little purple house, but it brings back such disgusting, ugly, horrific memories because after moving into the house, it got so much worse. My parents just did not get along with the house. And the middle school I was going to, Dean Middle School, it was hell because in moments on, I got picked on, I got pushed around, I got told on, and nobody there wanted to be near close to me because they just picked on me for no reason at all. I was a new girl, yeah, sure, but you don't pick on somebody that much and not expect them to go through hell of what you're doing to them. And by most of that, I started to get suicidal thoughts and depressed more and more, to the more that it point where I just did not want to go to school that day, or I just had to make up some excuse to miss out on that school day. And it was hell torture if I even stepped on the hallway or even showed my face into the classroom, because either then the kids would push their chairs away from me, or they would just scoot away from me, or all the girls would talk behind my back and tell stupid rumors about me, where to the point of my depression that I started feeling like my skin and me, I didn't even feel like myself in total. And it was just the worst school to be in, just because I let those bullies get the torture of me. And even when I came home, I didn't even feel anything. I just kept like a closed mouth shut to my parents. And my siblings didn't even know nothing about, because they didn't go through the hell that I was going through. It was like a tornado twisted inside in me, and I just didn't want to tell them, because I knew that my parents would just tell me to suck it up, or just to be tougher, or it was just hell. And I didn't tell none of my friends what was going on, because I would text them, but I would just text them with a strong face. I didn't want them to know the hell I was going through, my depression, my mental anxiety. It was just from hell torture back to then, going through that middle school, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So at one point I intended to almost to do a stupid thing to my skin, but I would recall, like, what would my grandmother say at this point, because she would visit sometimes and she would see my face, like she would look into my eyes and she would know that I'm suffering mentally inside. And I just pushed her and pushed her away, because she knows every little single thing about me, like how I feel, like everything. And when I pushed her away, she would like come closer and closer to me, and knowing that she knew that I was going through that hell, didn't I just didn't want to keep in it anymore. So every time when I knew my parents would go to sleep and everybody else would, I would just cry myself to sleep, because that school gave me so much problems and depression and anxiety. Going the next day, I would know that I would just have to wear like a jacket or something to cover myself up, because I did not want those girls knowing that I was going back, because I would make like stupid comments saying that I'm never coming back. I hate this school. This school was torture. I hope this school can go jump into a river. And I just didn't keep anything I said to myself. But when I accidentally pushed one of the girls over because she was just getting me into my own skin, then it just went all hell's worth. And it was disgusting, because knowing that I will have to pay the price of coming back, and knowing that they will have it out for me. But one day when my parents told me that we were moving, I was so happy. Happy knowing that I was gonna get away from that hell, knowing that I was gonna get away from those girls and everybody who tortured me. Is precise, to the point where I almost did not want it to be alive anymore. And it's no joke that after leaving that school, I felt like a weight lifted off my shoulder. And it was just beautiful when we got to the apartments that we were living with, and the beautiful school that I was going through. new middle school I was going through. I was in 8th grade already, and it was just genius. I didn't want to go anywhere else. And passing middle school and going to high school, I just loved the high school. It was gorgeous. I had my friends with me. They were protecting my back. But going here to this high school that I went through, that I went to, was, I wouldn't say torture, but it was okay. It was okay. It was hell for the most part, but I had good friends. An ex, which sometimes wish that we were together, but nah. Knowing that he would just go think stupid things, it was just so annoying and embarrassing. I knew the reason that we broke up is because I felt that he was too childish. I needed to break it off. And, well, sometimes it's better to leave things closed and focus on what you want to do. So, the deal is, most of my life, I wasn't a normal child. I was an special, unique person, if I can say myself, because my mom said so. And, well, I always wanted to do like videograms and podcasts and all that, to show, like, to get people to connect with me and my family, to see the similarities and to see if other people get what I'm saying, because it's beautiful to know that we have a world unique, knowing that we can have each other's back, even though the world's not perfect. I would just love to make other people smile. And with this, I hope you guys can connect with me and know a little bit more about my school interactions and my mental stability, and get to know more about me. So thank you guys. For the next time, I will be leaving more of these on my SoundCloud or YouTube. And peace.